Angels on the Night Shift. About 3 years ago, I was working the overnight shift alone at a local convenience store. On this particular night, we had received about 8 inches of snow, and it was still snowing pretty hard. It seemed to be shaping into a long, boring night. By 2 a.m., I had only seen 3 customers, and the 70s music on the store system was putting me to sleep. I started to stare out of the store window when I caught sight of a car going by, and I got this weird sense of danger. I looked at the car, and I can't explain it, but there seemed to be a darkness around it. I started to panic slightly because I was in the middle of nowhere with no one around, and with the snow still falling, it would take the police a long while to arrive. I went to the office to call the store manager when I heard the door buzzer go off. I came to the counter. Then a masked man came running up to me with a gun pointed at me, demanding money. I can't put into words how terrified I was. I could only see the gunman's eyes because he had on a black ski mask. After I gave him the money, he ordered me to turn around. I turned slowly, never so afraid in my entire life. Right then, I felt a presence, standing so close to me that I thought the gunman had jumped the counter. I could see the gunman, though, reflected in the glass pane. He was still where he was, but it felt like someone was close to me. And then I had a feeling like whoever this invisible someone was had their arms around me, giving me a big hug. I felt warmth and a sense of assurance. I could see the gunman pointing the gun at the back of my head from the reflection in the store window against the night sky, and then I heard the click as his trigger was squeezed. Nothing. Again, a click. Then I heard the gunman say some obscenities as he turned and ran out the door. I hit the store alarm and then ran to lock the door and then waited nearly 30 minutes for the police. Later that morning, I saw the video of the robbery from the store tape, and everyone agrees that it appears that the gunman was trying to shoot me in the back, but his gun was jamming up. When I saw that, I was in shock and also glad to just be unharmed. The next night, I had to work again because no one could be found to replace me. No kidding. All night long, I was on edge and a complete basket case. I started to pray to God to protect me and to get me through the night unharmed. During the night, a beautiful older woman came into the store, and I remember she had on a purple blouse and was dressed professionally. She came to the counter, and I could smell something like lilacs or fresh flowers coming from her. Something about her manner quickly put me at ease, and we chatted for a few minutes. Then she turned to leave, but said one more thing. Don't worry. There are 2 7-foot angels standing on either side of the door. She smiled at me, then walked out into the parking lot. And then I noticed she wasn't driving a car. And I thought that seemed weird, that an older woman would be walking to a convenience store by herself at about 1 a.m. and dressed like she was. I had no other customers, so I walked out into the parking lot and I looked around, but she was gone. I left that job right afterward. After all, I didn't want my bodyguards to have to keep working overtime either. Well, praise the Lord, y'all. He is faithful, and he does have angels guarding us. It says it right there in Psalm 91. And this story came from a little book called Believing in Miracles by Lynn Valentine. So I hope you enjoyed this story and that it was a blessing to you and a reminder. Angels really are real. They really are working. They really do have charge over us to keep us safe. And guess what else it says? We will judge the angels. I don't know how that's going to work out. I can't tell one from the other or who's doing what. But that's what it says in the Bible, so it's true. All right, y'all, be blessed. Have a wonderful day. And praise the Lord, for He is good all the time and always on duty. With all His workers that He has working for Him. All right, y'all, take care. Please share this. Others might find it to be an encouragement. All right, have a great day.